Hello guys, welcome back to the next video. This video is going to be about the recent upgrade that came out, and they upgraded a few things in that, including Archipelago Raid. I waited for this video because I wanted to make sure that I have the Archipelago map available when I do this video. So while we go through all these points, I'm gonna show you exactly what are the changes that have been made. So first things first, the upgrade has again Archipelago Raid is optimized. The event, the first point has subpoints. So reduced Archipelago Raid map size. So we'll see when we go to the map. So the size has been reduced. Added contestable level 8 lush sanctum to the center of the map. You'll see that. Changed objective of phase 2 obviously, because now you have to capture the level 8 instead of the other level 7. And event duration is going to be 5 days, where phase 1 is going to be 3 days and phase 2 is going to be 2 days. And there's been some confusion about the availability of checkpoints and settlements. So when it says day 1, that means when the event starts. So right off the bat, checkpoint 4 is going to be available, so you can just start building and capture it. When the reset happens for day 2, that's when checkpoint 5 and level 6 village is going to be open. When the reset happened for day 3, when day 3 starts basically, treasure city is going to be open. And when day 4 is going to start, the level 6 checkpoint is gonna be open. And when day 5 reset happens, that's when the lush sanctum is gonna be open, and we'll have basically capture it and hold it for 1 day. So lush sanctum is gonna be just 1 day thing. So that was one thing that many people asked me about. So that's how it is. Just every day one thing is gonna open at reset. So make sure you build to the point, say level 6 check tower or level 6 tower or the treasure city or the lush sanctum before the reset happens, because the checkpoint will be open. So faction system added a prompt in phase 2 to reduce friendly fire. Basically, when you click on a particular squad and press attack, that's when it's gonna ask you whether you really wanna attack, if you are part of the same faction, some different regions. So that's one good thing. Next is players can pass through checkpoints occupied by other legions in their faction without capturing them. This was actually something we had trouble with last time, where our faction legion, they captured one particular checkpoint and we wanted to go to the other side to help them in the battle, but we couldn't pass. So they had to give us the checkpoint so we can assist them in fight. So that was something, you can say kind of an implementation bug that they fixed. So that's a good thing. Otherwise, what's the point of being in a faction if you cannot go to their side to assist them? So yeah, that was one important improvement that they needed to add. Event balance, increased maximum garrison and rally capacity for Pioneer Towers to 2 million. So that's pretty straightforward. Commanders headquarters, checkpoints, settlements, Pioneer watchtowers and rally squad can only receive up to 3 rally attacks at a time. So you can launch, so anything that potentially can be rallied can only be hit by 3 rallies at a time, which does make sense. Mostly I haven't seen that many rallies going on. I mean, in the you can say mega alliances, they can run that many rallies at once. If they are in the same legion or faction, they can. but it's a good that they have a limit on that, so that's good. It's gonna be interesting that if a rally is going on and there are, say, two rallies going on a tower or a checkpoint or city, and there are two, you can say, counter rally going on each of them. That would be interesting to see, but again, that might not happen unless we are too big of an alliance. So that is another thing. Archipelago Raid buff is reduced all rally and garrison squad damage from 50 to 30. This is an interesting one. I think this is gonna prevent a lot of swarms on towers, but yeah, this is something good to keep in mind if you are a whale that can swarm down a tower and melt it. This damage percentage is gonna affect you a lot. Otherwise, those who just rally it and to basically kill the garrison, it's important for you too, but not as much as a single person swarming it down. Okay, maximum number of watchtowers is inversely proportional to the number of alliances in a legion. That is something that I covered in my update video. And one thing I did want to mention at this point, I should have mentioned this earlier, but do watch the update video that I did and the Archipelago Raid breakdown video. And this particular video is gonna make a lot of sense. I will mention the links of those videos in the description, so do check those out, and it is gonna help you. So yes, so earlier in the first Archipelago Raid, it was the number of watchtowers are limited by the alliance. So if your legion has less alliances, you will have less number of towers to be able to build. So that was a big issue. Now it kind of feels like every legion has a set number of towers, and if more alliances are there, they will have less number of towers per alliance, and if less alliances are there in a legion, they can build more towers. So it seems like every legion will have a set number of towers. That is gonna keep things fair, to be precise. So that's a very good update. Now, alliance building material. I hope they added something. Captured checkpoints and settlement will produce material. I'll show you that one. And the armor scavenger will split into, the drop from armored scavenger is gonna be split into multiple drops. This the first one I'll show you. The second point of this one is when you used to kill a particular armored scavenger, you used to get like 500 or so 250 actually cement. Now it's gonna break up into certain number of you can say drops, and many people can pick it up. Earlier people used to race for it, so we kind of came up with a rule that every person will pick up one, and kind of something like that. So people had to come up with arrangements. Now with multiple drops is gonna help. And adjusted pickup duration and added pickup interruptions. Okay, so this is something we actually need to see in action, how this is gonna be implemented. Other things would be legion markers usable by legion's alliance leaders. So earlier we used to share markers in the legion chat that, hey, mark this particular location for this particular thing. Now there will be a shared legion markers like we have for alliance, so that's good. Alliance leader may change garrison squad leads of legion buildings. So when they say legion buildings, it does sound like the settlements and checkpoints only. Watchtowers are technically not buildings. So, but yeah, if so make sure that all the leaders of your legion, they don't hate each other, because they can potentially change the garrison squad leader if a fight is going on, just to screw with you. So that's something to keep in mind. Improved interface to view info of alliances in a legion, that I'll show you when we go to the map. New key information notifications such as armored scavenger reset and new settlements are contestable. Okay, so when the scavenger comes up or any village opens or checkpoint opens, you'll get a notification. So that's good. We don't have to keep on looking at the sandbox event in the Archipelago Raid to keep an eye on when the scavenger is gonna come, because at that point it's a race, since all the scavengers are beyond level 4 checkpoint. So unless the checkpoint is captured, anybody can come and grab it. So that's a good thing to have. Now before we move on to point 2, let's go to Archipelago Raid, view opponents, and so first things first, this is how the map looks like now. Earlier we had only 4 towers at each corner and 2 level 7s. Now we have a level 8 in the middle, so that's good. Another change is we used to have 2 level 5 checkpoints. Now we only have 1, so there's going to be contest for that. And this map does look very short compared to last one, because we had to build so many watchtowers to get to level 4 checkpoint. Now seems like we can build maybe less than 5, I hope. Yeah, it will be less than 5, like 3 to 5, yeah, something like that to get to this. So this is really good. This is actually a shorter map, so you can travel to certain locations pretty quickly. Next is building materials. Let's see. Now along with the rewards, we have building materials 720 per hour, and all the alliances in the legion that controls this tower will get it. Same I think goes for checkpoint, 360 for level 4, 720 for checkpoint 5, 1080 for 6, and 720 for 7. Do we get anything for level 8? Oh, 1440. So that is really, really good. So now we can even see timers. 4 days, it should be 3 days, this should be 2, this should be 1, same as this. This should open as soon as island opens, so it's gonna open in 2.5 hours, so we should see it right there. What else was there that I wanted to show? Okay. So map size is done and level 8 is done. Last 5 days we checked that. Faction system, that is, we are gonna see the friendly fire one, and the pass through for checkpoints, that's good. Event balance, and 3 rallies. There was one more that I think I'm missing. Building material, event interface. So let's go. Let's say we go to golden. Now we have this drop down for all the alliances. If we can just click on it, and then we can see all the members that they have. Earlier we used to know only the legion and the alliances that they have with the region number, and you go to that region, find that alliance, and then check how your competition looks. Same goes for us. We just have to click here, then you can just click on any alliance. If it is your own, you just get your own. But yeah, so that was point 1 of the update. I think I did cover everything in these points. Now To understand more about this event, which I covered more in detail, please go check it out, the Archipelago Raid breakdown video, and you'll understand basically how the entire event is going to be. And this is just updates that they made. Phase 2, you can say how to win the island. Earlier used to be capture both level 7s. Now is this time you just have to capture level 8. So that's the phase 2 difference. Okay, so let's go to point 2. This is another event, explore the ruins upgrade. They upgraded the exploration of ruins to base exploration. Crowbars can be exchanged 1-to-1 for exploration hammers. This is pretty straightforward. There's nothing much to describe over here. It's pretty descriptive. When the event comes, I'll make a video for that and we'll cover more on that particular event that time. Now, point number 3, we have Winter Miracle event from 18 to 29. I checked this out. Again, as we expected, it's over a week-long event, and you'll get 2 squad shelter skins in this particular event. And let me quickly show you that ones. Go to skins, and let's see. So this is the elite skin that we'll see, Holiday Town, and the event is gonna be called Snowflake Fiesta. And this one, the Frosty Castle, is gonna be the legendary skin that we get. Now the buff that we get from this one is pretty good actually, because squad's basic attack damage is applicable to all squads, and Rider squad defense, obviously good one. And this one was damage dealt to zombies and construction speed. If you have maxed out constructions, this doesn't matter. Most likely, I don't think I will be getting this one, but I might compete for this one because this is gonna be very useful. So these are the 2 skins. Apart from that, we have a troop skin for ranged. It's called Pulse, and we have 2 squad skins, and point number 6 I will cover in a minute, but let's go check that out. First, let's go back to skins. We have few other. This was a mistake, I shouldn't have bought that, but we have electromagnetic launcher. That's one skin that they announced. And we have Tank Anthem, which is this Santa who is drunk apparently, or doing karaoke. See, they did very good with the Hell Knight and the Ghost Train, but I don't know what happened after that. I would not do either of those. This one is a good one. Anyway, and the squad skin is this one. You'll get 1% attack buff and 2% defense buff. Not that bad. So if you spin the roulette and you get it, good for you. So this is gonna be a roulette skin. Now coming down to the last point. Seventh one is a bug fix, so we all know that. Added new commanders within 28 days of character creation. They have benefit of economic buffs to aid development, construction, research, training, gathering, and resource production. New server event points bonus. So this is for anybody who created a new account recently. So within 28 days of your new account, you will get these 2. So new server event, you'll get bonus points in that, and there is economic buff for the construction, research, and the other things that we do. So this is actually good for the new players. I'm not sure what kind of buff this is going to be, how much percentage the buff is going to be, but something is better than nothing. Okay, with that, this video is done. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions or comments, please do let me know in comments or in the game, and I'll try my best to answer that. As always, I appreciate you watching my videos, and if you have any suggestions to make videos on, just let me know, and as soon as I get time, I'll make those videos. I'm just running behind the list that I already have. So with that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.